Poof, Eric Foster's Happy Time Hot Springs and Unusual Event Center, Boulder, Colorado, Summer Adventure. As a child, Eric Foster is given a translucent orb by Osiris the alien, containing Socrates' yo-yo, Cleopatra's hand mirror, a Nicholas Copernicus telescope lens, a vial of the Buddha's tears, Da Vinci's scissors, Van Gogh's painting trowel, the toothpick that Teddy Roosevelt chewed charging up San Juan Hill, and a lock of the Minotaur's hair, mythical creatures lacking discernible DNA. Eric hauls his humanly historical relics to Happy Time Hot Springs, befriends Andy, the interdimensional Hot Springs dog, and battles his nemesis Hard Breath for the affections of New Atlantean granola girl Valentina Meraki. Osiris returns, and when Colonel Chemtrail and his Space Force hotspots arrive, happy times rocket over the moon. That's when a trio of travesties befalls the planet. Laughing disease pandemics the globe, Glenda the Glacier goes rogue, and Marty the Meteor decides to mash Earth's potatoes on Labor Day. The Happy Time gang heads to the last open cosmic portal in Chaco Canyon, New Mexico. Teddy Roosevelt and the Minotaur smash an alien FBI roadblock. Da Vinci and Van Gogh paint a solid rock shortcut that the aliens and the FBI slam into like Wile E. Coyote chasing Roadrunner. And Colonel Chemtrail's bomb vest thwarts himself and the last alien FBI attack. Everyone pops through the portal moments before Marty the Meteor makes its impact, and they fly along the Milky Way to Sirius, where by all accounts they live happily ever after. The reason for writing writing Poof was that I had been writing screenplays, articles, songs, stage plays, and it just cycled around every time to write another novel. And I asked the universe for a story, and Poof is what I got. The inspiration for Poof is that it is my love letter to Boulder, Colorado. The research was only two things. In the fourth chapter, when Eric is driving to Boulder, you learn a lot of facts about how Boulder came to be, how it got its name, a lot of things about it, height restrictions for buildings, and just how the government is run. So that was stuff I had to look up. And the only other thing is, in the last chapter, chapter 21, I looked up, I researched why something breaks off, a cosmic rock breaks off of something and starts traveling through the universe until it reaches something that pulls it into its gravitational force and brings it down to make impact with another piece of cosmic rock floating around. My process for writing is that I took a year and I wrote every day, Hemingway style, 6 in the morning till noon. And with Stephen King's memoir on writing, he said, write 2,000 words a day. Some days I got 2,000 words, 4,000, 6,000. But in a year, I trained the writing muscle to now be able to write anything I need to, or anything I want to, when I need to, or when I want to. I've lived in Boston, New York City, Key West, Nashville, Pittsburgh, Santa Fe, Colorado, Los Angeles, Washington State, and Europe. As far as the things I've read, I started reading as a kid. The first book I took out of the library, and I sat down right there in the library and read it, was Robin Hood. In high school, we were assigned, senior year, we were assigned Slaughterhouse-Five by Kurt Vonnegut, A Separate Piece by John Knowles, and Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Salinger. And then the first year in college, we were assigned Jerzy Kosinski's Painted Bird, Joseph Heller's Catch-22, and John Barr's Floating Opera. Also that year, a friend handed me Jack Kerouac's On the Road and Tom Robbins' Another Roadside Attraction. And those two books really sealed the direction I was going in reading and eventually in writing. I've read most of Hemingway, Steinbeck, some Faulkner, lots of John Irving, John Updike, poets like Charles Bukowski, Robert Frost, Mark Twain, Henry David Thoreau, Hunter S. Thompson, Gore Vidal, Norman Mailer, lots of other American writers, Nathaniel Hawthorne, a lot of the, I don't know if you mystic poets like Samuel Taylor Coleridge, Ralph Waldo Emerson, William Blake, Longfellow, and Edgar Allan Poe, and lots of English writers, Barbara Kingsolver, Joan Didion, and the woman, I can't remember her name now, but she said, I think she teaches at Princeton, she said, I write to read what I write. And foreign writers like Turkish writer Orhan Pamuk and Indian writer Salman Rushdie, lots of things. Reading was one of my hobbies for a long time. The website is Tender Bastard. The book is Poof.